Good afternoon, YouTube. Well, no, it's 10:30. It's early. It's still morning time. It is Wednesday. I am on my way to run an errand, and I just wanted to say hello. I was finally able to get to YouTube Studio and go through some comments, and I appreciate all of you guys for leaving some very, very insightful comments that for some reason YouTube holds for review. And I always click don't hold comments, but for some reason they still hold some, even if there's no cussing, nothing derogatory, anything like that. I did see a couple of videos where people called me racist. I guess it was on the Whoopi video. I'm not really sure where that was coming from, but nevertheless, I appreciate some of the insightful comments that I did not get to before, like from Brother Kush, Alonzo Dunn. Shout out to you guys, and other comments that were just held. Some great comments by a few women in there regarding the video with the teacher that had the kids braiding his hair, unbraiding his hair. I replied to those, and some other comments left about motherhood that I really appreciate. Regardless if we agree or not, it don't matter. That's, God put us on this earth. We're all different. We all have different mindsets. We all think different based on our experiences and the things that we're exposed to. So I appreciate what everybody has to say, regardless if I agree with you or not. And another thing, we don't have to resort to name calling or anything like that if you don't agree. If you don't agree, just state your stance and let it be at that. When you disagree with somebody and you resort to name calling or shaming of any type, it really is a reflection of you and the fact that you can't articulate a clear thought as to how you feel, or your thoughts. So just think about that when you're replying to people online. If we have to resort to name calling, then it's a wrap. You've already lost, to be honest. Anyways, I wanted to bring this up to you guys, and you guys got to let me know if I'm off, if I'm reaching. But I want to know, what are your, and a lot of people are going to think this is being off code. At the end of the day, at this point, I do not care about being off code. I don't care about kicking a black woman or a black man down in public, because number one, most of the people that watch my channel are black, and we all need to hear this shit and have this discussion and dialogue and bring a lot of stuff to the forefront. So I'm gonna say what I gotta say regardless of who it affects. The demographic that I am mostly concerned with, I keep telling y'all, is black people. So anything that I address is aimed at black people, because that's who I talk to, that's who I'm surrounded by, and that is who is affected the most in this society right now. So anyways, wanted to ask you guys so the interview with Cameron and how he was blatantly disrespectful to the commentator on CNN. Number one, I feel like Cameron probably already knew what the topic was going to be, because why on earth would CNN want to interview you just out of the blue? I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure his team let him know what he was going on there for. And I think once he realized, and it's possible that once he realized that it was going to be another black person, specifically a black woman, he decided he was going to show out. This is just my thought. I could be wrong and I could be reaching. But what I did was I went back. Now, trust me, and I'm going to just say this. I am a Killer Cam fan, okay? I love Killer Cam. I've been listening to him since 2007. But I went back and I looked at some of his other interviews, like when he did one with Bill O'Reilly, and then he did another one with Anderson Cooper, and the demeanor was completely different. And the fact that he's older and resorted to that level of maturity is astounding to me. And the reason I bring that up is because it appears to me that sometimes black people don't give other black people that are just trying to do their jobs any slack. Black people will use that other black person as a scapegoat to just act a fool. And I feel like I notice it more and more and more. Just like the lady on the plane, the way she was behaving with that other black woman who was a flight attendant, She gave her all kind of issues, was trying to be funny and cute, you know. If these were white men just trying to do their job, would they get the same treatment? I feel like sometimes we take other black people while they are working and just trying to live day to day and survive and do their jobs the right way with integrity. Sometimes they get the most slack from people that look just like them. As I watched those two videos of Cameron and then the lady on the plane, I thought about a time when I was in the military and I was sitting in my computer and my OIC, officer in charge, knocks at my door. And usually me and her are pretty informal, you know. I think I was just looking down and I was like, yes ma'am, you know. I'm continuing to type as she's standing there and she goes, we have a question for you, da da da. And I look up and I was like, okay, what's up, you know. And I look up and it's another black woman there. She looks super young, like way younger than me. So I assumed that she was lower ranking than me. And as she's talking, I look down and I see that she's a major, and I was like, oh my God. And I'm just sitting here, right? And I was so embarrassed. And it's like, you know, one of the things that I tried to do when I was in the military is to treat everybody with the same respect, regardless of rank, you know? And in that moment, like, I still feel bad about that because that woman deserved the utmost respect just based on her position in the military, you know. And so once I realized her rank, I said, let me stand my ass up because I'm not about to embarrass you know, my officer in charge sitting here, you know what I'm saying. And I think sometimes we take each other for granted when it comes to professionalism and things like that. I was at a doctor's office about a month ago and I heard somebody in the hallway like being loud and just like practically screaming, you know, like they were singing a song or something like that. And the lady that was in there checking me in was like, oh, that's just Renee or whatever her name was out there. And I was just like embarrassed because I'm thinking there should be some sort of decorum and professionalism. Like the doctor who I was seeing, all of the doctors in this place were black, right? And I think sometimes we take advantage of the fact that we work with other black people or we're getting service from a black person. We don't take them seriously, you know? And I think that's wrong. Just the way we would treat anybody else, another black person deserves the same respect and courtesy and acknowledgement as anybody else in this world, you know. But that was just my thought. I don't know, I could be reaching, but the first thing that came to my head was, you know, if that was a white man that came and asked you these questions, or that was a white man flight attendant asking you these questions, you wouldn't have been trying to be cute like that. I don't know, but y'all tell me what y'all think. I just think respect goes a long way. And we as black people already have enough strife and issues when it comes to workplace incidences, workplace bullying, and workplace discrimination. You know, let's not make it harder on each other when we do go into these establishments and are dealing with people that look like us. We should have the utmost respect for each other and treat each other with the utmost dignity, you know. Anyways, I just wanted to get that off my chest and say that and ask you guys, what do you think about that? And you guys have a lovely day.